So I'm working on cutting supports, and as I was doing that, I was using this as a straight edge to make sure my line was nice and straight, and I then realized, why don't I just turn it over, and then I got my 45 or whatever setting so I guess my point is, as much as fun as it is to buy lots of tools, it really, I find it better to use them every way I can. And in some cases, secondhand is a great way to go too. So a square, even though it's 50 years old, is still probably a very good square. Even my power tools, I really love the battery operated. So I had these are the 9.6 volt. And today, then they came up with the 18s, and now I think they have the 22 volts or the 20s. They keep increasing the power of them, but the reality is, I had a 7.2, and it worked and worked and worked. The only reason I quit using it is because I couldn't get batteries for it anymore, which someday I feel like taking the battery apart, putting new cells in it, and reviving my 7.2, because it was a really small Black & Decker, very nice. In fact, I still have it right over here. Right there. Very nice. You could get in small areas. And 7.2 was still enough power to do a lot of screws. I built a lot of stuff with that. So the other advantage of buying a second-hand set is usually the batteries are less cost. You still want good batteries, but so I guess the bottom line is, use the tools you have in every way you can, and consider second-hand ones, because tools like this are probably going to last a long time. It's usually the batteries that you need to replace, and you can normally get them. I did have a situation where the battery didn't connect for some reason, and sometimes you can go in there and with a longer metal and push them together. So in this case, I put a little dab of silicone on there, let it harden, and then put a little bit of sawdust so it wouldn't be sticky, and that holds it out just enough to connect nice and work good. So sometimes and I had to clean them out. I actually took the battery out and really cleaned them out I ended up using hot water, and then let them dry. And then after I was sure they're all good and dry, I hit them with WD-40 to make sure any water in there wasn't going to start rusting stuff. And then after letting that sit a while, put the batteries in, and they were good to go. So I'm not saying anybody else should do that. I'm not recommending it, but I'm just saying that's what I did. Okay, so take good care of your tools and consider used ones, and don't overbuy. Sometimes you don't really need them.